in this mind of mine. Look, how I talk to you better than I talk to myself. How I value your opinion, always question myself. How I see your potential, don't see none in myself. It's like I wanna be you, don't really fuck with myself. Why am I always second guessing, contradicting myself? Overestimate the struggle, choose to limit myself. I'm so quick to trick on women, don't invest in myself. Why I fail at my ambition, sabotaging myself. I can't seem to see the vision, don't believe in myself. Feel like I'm stuck in this position, need some clinical help. I need to talk to a physician who can write me a prescription, pop a pill and get to chillin', get my mind in a mission. Code switching, do I? Let's go through the symptoms. How I speak and what I say depend on who gon' listen. With my niggas, it's money, bitches, and sports figures. Talk that shit, young man. Sure, start. Into it. Fuck. Ain't a weapon up against me, prosper. According to the gospel. Look how you feeling, I'ma get mine.
What the fuck is
Look how you feeling, I'ma get mine. Ain't a weapon up against me, prosper. According to the gospel. Praying, trying to unwind. At war with the thoughts all in my mind. Need to get some money, but was born broke. Need to find a way, don't see no hope. Need to keep my faith, but I keep falling. Need to talk to God, devil keeps calling. Ay, in the mirror looking so drained. Ain't had a good sleep in like 9 days. A lot of weed, a lot of douce. Up playing mind games like it's 2K. Ay, ain't no money growing up, can't believe it's on the way. Soon as a nigga getting paid, all my bills already late. I really ain't the type to complain. Sometimes I really need to smoke my Mary Jane. Sometimes I sip a Coke, zero douce. Trying to process the day, keep my mind stay straight. Keep my bankroll straight, keep my household straight. Even though my mind want me to throw it all away. Sabotage, man, I do it to myself. Therapy, a nigga finally getting help. Took an L, but got some wins on my belt. Now I'm getting straight to it, but I still remind myself. Look how you feeling, I'ma get mine. Ain't no weapon up against me, prosper. According to the gospel, praying, trying to unwind. At war with the thoughts all in my mind. This ain't a damn concert, man. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Youtubin with Lou, episode 1. Man, a few like me, I just be on YouTube when I get a chance to chill. You know what I'm saying? End of the day or my lunch break or whatever the case may be. And I be watching the most random shit, but I love to learn stuff on YouTube. Some may say useless knowledge, but I just like to learn and shit. I figured I might as well share that part of myself with y'all, man. And, you know, we react to some videos, some funny shit, conspiracy shit, some spiritual warfare shit. You know, we gonna get it in. So we gonna jump right into it. I ain't wasting no time. First video. Oh, now it's tripping. So now you want to be tripping. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got me white screening. Hat. Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Running. Page up. Close them. Damn, they slowing it up. Who's already up? All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right. Talking about all snap. Oh, we back. We back. All right, we back. We back. All right, y'all. Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. First stream, first time, you know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a little kinks, couple kinks in the armor, but
Anyways, we got this first video by Game Guy Goldie. I am not familiar, but seems like a message I can get behind so far just by the title. We'll see what he's talking about. How you view yourself is all that matters. And it's a big part of what matters. So let's see what's going on.
How you view yourself is the way everyone else is going to view you in return. What I say is this: I think how you view yourself is the only thing that matters, because how you view yourself is how you're going to act. So if I view myself as confident, if I view myself as smart, if I view myself as attractive, I'm going to act in those ways. You know, it's like, am I getting treated better because I think these things of myself? Or am I perceiving people to treat me this way because I perceive that they see me in this way? Right? It's one of those paradoxes. Is it them perceiving me better because I'm acting better? That could be it. Or is it me perceiving that they perceive me better because I expect for them to perceive me as I perceive myself? So I think the most important part is to see yourself how you want people to see you.
That's enough. Now I wanted to pause it real quick because that's one of the things. It's like a paradox when it's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I mean? Like, you know, is the world gonna perceive you differently because you see yourself differently, or are you gonna see yourself differently, and then the world will see you differently? Like, what's the what's the start? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna get the ball rolling? Um, it has to start from within. At the end of the day, is what he's kind of talking about, kind of what he's saying. That's kind of the whole MO for insomniacs. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. You know what I mean? If you truly believe, there's a difference between I believe in myself and I think I could. Think breeds doubt. You know what I'm saying? It comes hand in hand. You got to believe it and you got to know it. And that's the part that throws everybody off when they trying to do their thing. And you got to find ways to prove to yourself. And that's kind of what every strategy of self help is trying to teach you, different angles of that. But anyway, let's see what he's talking about.
I put it like this, right? I'm riding around in a gold Rolls Royce. If I got all my chains on, if I'm dressed to the nines, I got a suit on, if I'm looking good and I see my reflection when I'm driving down the street, I'm vibrating so high. I'm moving in such a way how I'm moving that day. If I'm worked out and I know my body is on point, and I'm 8% body fat, and I'm hovering out the Rolls Royce, I got my jewelry on, and the light just hit me on my face perfect, and I just got my hair cut. Well, just my frequency of what I'm vibrating, the world is a mirror, not a window. So I feel like I'm just gonna attract everything that I think that I should attract and that I am. I just seen something the other day. It was like a paradox. Y'all should YouTube it. It's the theory that cannot be proven or disproven. It is a theory that every single person that we know is not us. It is a figment of our imagination in some sort of video game. And I'm projecting myself onto everybody around me. Wouldn't that be some shit if you woke up when you died, you realize, oh, damn, I really, it wasn't my mom, it wasn't my brother, it wasn't my girl, it wasn't my enemy. It was all of these people were projections of myself that I was projecting into this holographic universe. It's interesting. Sometimes I go on rabbit holes on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I've been thinking that shit. I've been thinking that since I was a little kid, actually, before I knew anything from anything. But I feel like we give off an energy, you know, a vibration. You can feel people's energy when they walk in the room, or like you see if somebody got an attitude, or somebody mad, or you know, somebody looks shy or scared or whatever. You visibly see it, but you can also feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody's aggressive or there's a threat, whatever, you know what I mean? You can feel that energy. And you know, when we're in a neutral state, You know, our energy isn't as like expressive as when we're turned up, like mad or we're hype or depressed or whatever. No extremes. When you're in that middle, kind of living in the normal, so you don't really recognize the fluctuations in it. High energy or your low energy, you're kind of just vibing and shit. You know, and I feel like when you come in contact with other energy from other people and other things, it affects your energy. It affects your wave, your movement, either in a good way or a bad way, and that reflects how you perceive that person or event or that thing because it's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I might be having a bad day, and the wife asks me a question. I'm already annoyed or irritated by it just the whole day. I might answer it, but I might be in bad energy. So the answer might be, yeah, I had that, or yeah, I'll have that, or whatever. But if I'm in bad energy, it's going to come off like, yeah, I'll have that. And then, that throws shade. That's unnecessary. That's misdirected. You know what I'm saying? And so on her end, she could have been, trying to, do something for me or ask me a simple question. And all of a sudden she's getting all this whatever. You know what I mean? Just as an example, not saying that that's a thing or whatever, but you know what I mean? So it's all about your perspective and how you're receiving that energy exchange. I just think that's how the shit move. You know what I'm saying? So building from within and believing in yourself creates a different energy that's gonna attract and repel things and people at a different rate than you used to, and that's the whole, you know, survival mode kicks in, and you don't like the disarray and chaos that you feel, and you get anxiety, or you get anger, or you get aggression, or you get whatever you get. You know what I mean? And then you revert back, and then you miss out on the opportunities of the good things that can come with that. So I feel like they get too spiritual, lyrical, spiritual about explaining the shit. I feel like it's very simple, very basic, and at the base level of it, it translates across multiple multiple teachings and belief systems. Anyway, back to
How do I get the bundle? The link is in the description of this video.
here for that.
Up game or stay down. She would have never left the. Listen, man. Y'all love asking about that girl, man. Shout out to her. Damn. I'll tell you what though. That was my bitch. I'd have tried to tell her, nah, this motherfucking Bentley or motherfucking some super fly shit. I'd have
I don't know what he's talking about now, but I ain't here for all that. So essentially what he was saying in the beginning, I agree with. This was a cool video in that regard. If that was just a clip, getting part was just like a clip, I'd share that with people. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the playlist, and we gonna keep it moving, man. So appreciate you watching. Watch the next one. I got more reactions coming up real soon. You hear live, we gonna keep it pushing. Get to the next video. We gonna switch it up and see. It's something a little more juicy. How crazy am I trying to go right now? This one's quick, 10 minutes.
Yes, this is why I switched to injection-free weight
Get
loss.
these ads.
I was eating healthy, working out every day, and
All right. Art of dialogue. They be having some good. All right, y'all. What's up, man? It's Youtubin with Lou. We back again. Episode 2. Got the Art of Dialogue. They be having some dope interviews. They usually tend to lean more controversial, more conspiracy theory. At least the clips that come across my feed, but That's kind of I be into. Y'all be into like gossip and who's beefing with who. I'm into like what's really going on, like who's paying for this beef. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, uh, who are the dialogue? This one's a crazy one, y'all. So buckle up, get your spirituality tight, grab your rosary. This one's Omar Gooding on actors selling their soul and reveals knowing actors who died from it. That's wild. All right, well we gonna learn some shit, man. Let's see.
Selling your soul in Hollywood, is that a real thing?
Oh yeah. Um, I believe it begins with the choices you make with what you find acceptable.
Hold on, before we get into this. So back in the day, I used to be like a strictly Christian rapper. When I was in youth groups, I was in rec. Shout out all the homies. Shout out Rec Star, Saint Soldier, Foreigner. You know what I'm saying? They was, you know what I'm saying? All y'all, man. But anyways, and that was back in the whole Illuminati. Jay Z and Beyonce's in the Illuminati, and this, and this, and Bizzle dropped a diss track to the Illuminati and Jay Z and all that. I was into all of that spiritual warfare. I was heavy, like into learning about that and kind of being knowledgeable about it. For me, knowledge is power. So it's the more I know about it, I'm not caught off guard by some shit or afraid of it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah. So these type of videos, or back in the day, they were on YouTube specifically, my space and shit like that. I used to watch these a long time ago, but what do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think there's a Illuminati? Y'all think the celebrities be stealing their souls and all that type of shit? I just watched the video. Joe Budden was talking about that Doja Cat clip with Angie Martinez about she's a devil worshiper and how she kind of walked around it and whatever. You know what I mean? And they was talking about they know people who do that shit and all of that. So that's crazy. But let's see what he talking about in the chat. Let me know what y'all talking about. What y'all believe.
If you get a role and it requires you to do certain things that you think is acceptable and you do them, then you'll get that call. Then you'll know. One thing always leads to another. It's not like you walk into Hollywood and they go like, "Hi, red pill, blue pill. Which one do you want?" You know, no. They put you through the test. You know, they know who they can get away with what. People do things on camera because they're comfortable doing them. If they're uncomfortable doing them, they shouldn't be doing them. It's just that simple. That's when problems happen. Problems and cases and situations and all this inappropriate because you weren't comfortable doing it anyway, but you did it. And now you want to come back and say, the whole time I couldn't believe it. But the people doing the hiring go, I think they like this, or I think they're with it, or they're okay with it. I think they'll do it. This makes sense. Oh, they look like a natural. Oh, they're crying, this and that. They're fine. You okay with nudity? They strip. Oh, they're fine. They're good. And then later they come out and say, oh, I was damaged and they told me I had to, or else I would, if I don't put on this lipstick and dress, I'll never make it in Hollywood. Nobody says that shit.
You're about to lose $40,000 for your car accident because you don't know this one trick. Check this out.
Don't skip that.
They just put it in front of you. So you want to do, we can do a dress. Oh, hell yeah. They slide in that dress, zip it up and put the lipstick on and the eyes and they're happy with it. They're comfortable doing that. They're fine. That's them. They're good. That's the people that do it. It's the ones when you come to, see if Omar put the dress on. Yeah, no. No, it's not me. I say the dress, but it's a metaphor for just doing things that I think are unnecessary, especially for comedy. I wasn't the Three Stooges type of it. I'm not the one I walk in and I trip and fall. You ain't got to hit me in the face with a pie. Oh, now I'm funny.
He was in was he a smart guy? He was in Baby Boy, I think. Right? If I'm right. If I'm right, let me know in the chat.
Ha ha ha. Nah, just give me the line. I'll make it funny. I'll figure a way to say it.
Man, when I was little, man, I used to look like a smart guy, believe it or not. I used to be a little skinny, big eared, curly hair, light skin. Oh man, I was smart too, so
Cleverly that'll make everybody
still smart.
laugh. I don't have to trip and fall. I don't have to walk into a screen. Oh, jackass. No, I don't. That's not how I am. So it's easier for me to turn down things that I go, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? That make me look foolish? No. My character, my fan base likes what they like. So when I get feedback on, man, I loved you in this role, I loved you in that role, and they say things like, man, everything you do is solid, like, that's cool, thanks. I've done some things that overall as a project probably weren't solid, but my contribution to it was, when they see you, you don't let us down. Cool. I think of them when I choose roles. You know what I mean? I also think about what I'm comfortable with and what I would have to compromise or not, But I do believe, yes, it's a very real thing. It's very spiritual. There's some people don't believe in God, but do believe in the devil. Well, where'd the devil come from? How do you believe in one and not the other? You don't believe.
I feel like he said a whole bunch of shit that he could have just got to this part. Now I'm kind of lost. But anyways, all right.
Evil exists? Will you say sing a prayer in a church and yeah, sure. All right, now we do this devil enchantment and da 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 da. No.
He was bringing up a good point, but about how people believe in God, but they don't believe that the devil exists. But the story of God, what God do you believe? Universe type of vibe. That's all positive energy. What's the negative? Versus the negative energy. You know what I'm saying? That feels real pick and choosy. You know what I mean? Like pick what appeases you, your beliefs that you have. Type shit.
I ain't doing that. I'm not playing with him. Yeah. you know it's real. So why would he not say, yeah, well, you do all this, I'll give you all the desires of your heart, but I'm going to collect that later. And we see a lot of collections happening. We see the collections. And when it's happening, everybody, oh, I can't believe they did that to them. Well, they made that deal a long time ago, and he's here to collect. I think it's a very real thing. Just me being honest, So, and it all comes when you try to figure the right turn or the left turn to make or the right path or this and that. Just think about it. Sometimes what you just got to do is you look around the corner. It's the best way to figure out decision making. If I do this right now, I get this. But what's the worst thing that could happen from this? It's that. It's this. I put on a dress, some lipstick. Now I'm out. I'm in the party or I'm at a club. Someone go, there go that punk. You this and that, sissy. Watch yourself. That was just a move. No, it ain't. You like that shit. Now I got to fight this man. We have to fight now. There's no other course of action. Because I put on that damn dress. Well, I'm not really like that, but I know that. No. That's part of it, yeah. That's enough right there to say, well then I know my lane. I know what I can do. I'm not Tyler Perry. You're not comfortable in manhood. For one, that's not manhood. But let's not go there. What I'm just saying is, it's the choices you make. And then if you make this choice, that choice, Hollywood sees you've already made these choices, well, then I'm sure you have no problem with this. Now we'll give you all you want, and you keep packing our agenda. We know whatever we give you, you'll do. So here, we'll give him all the money he wants because we say, now you're doing this because this is the agenda we want to push. This is what we want to make black men look like. This is what we want the picture of. So here, you get your money. Now go do it. That's selling your soul. You don't have a soul. It means you don't have a say. You just do what they tell you to do.
Staying late again? Yep, got press.
Hey, don't clown me in my broke ass ads. YouTube Premium on the way. While this shit going though, that's something that be throwing me off when people be talking about this sell your soul shit. Are we? Well, what are we talking? You know what I'm saying? Are we talking about morally selling your soul, so to speak, doing things that go against your character and whatnot, or are we talking about putting blood on the paper type shit? I feel like they say the morally shit, but then they make it seem like it's the demonic type shit, just to like make it more salacious or whatever. Playing with some shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing that.
Thought I would do that and sent me a script and said, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I said, no, I'm not. But they already paid me, so I give them what I want to give them. Here, this is what you get, some push-ups. Anything else? Nope. We got to find another way now. We got to find another way because he didn't do what was on the script. Put a camera in the dressing room before he leaves. Tell him to take his shirt off real quick, but it changed about that. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But yes, I totally believe there's that. I've never been, fortunately, faced with okay, this is what it is. You know, I think people like Dave Chappelle have, and they said, look, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing. This is the money on the table. Your choice. And he said, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Kudos to him. He survived, came back even stronger. You know what I mean? I think everyone has that moment. You have to make that choice, that decision. It may be professionally. It may be while you pulled over by the cops. It may be out at a club somewhere. You know what I mean? But everyone gets that choice. We all hope, pray that we make the right one.
And I saw you make a comment about how it's actually actors that's not living because they sold their soul.
Yeah. It's tough, man. And when the collection happens, it happens. And I don't even think it's because it's that they not here. It's well, I mean, yeah. No, it is because they're not here. I ain't gonna backtrack what I said now. I mean, it's true. You make that wrong choice, and then if you don't play ball with what they want to do, you know, they'll take you out. That's the sad thing. You know, it's tough, man. Life is tough. If you overthink it, you go crazy. All the things that can go wrong right now to you right now could just your whole world up. So you don't think about it. You just make the best choices because it's, you know, you got to have fun in the control. You really got to control your environments now. There's cameras everywhere. There's phones everywhere. You may think it's funny. It may go viral in the wrong content. Now you're getting judged by the court of public opinion because you said some wild shit at a nightclub or, you know, XYZ good and bad things. You got to be careful how you engage strangers. They got people killing people off of internet beef. That's crazy to me. These people get brave behind the camera and then they want to take that shit out. You got to be careful on so many different levels, man. But yeah, there's definitely a they, and there's factions and all the, you know, secret society and all that type of shit. There's a lot of closed door. There's a lot of them, you know. Cool thing now is there's so many different outlets and platforms that you can use. You're not just limited to, you know, this TV show or this network or this and that. There's so many different streaming and platforms and so on and so on. I don't think it's so much like, I got to do this. This is the only thing showing right now. Like, please, you have an option on your phone to watch 1 million different things right now. So, you know, hopefully we just learn to make better choices because it's all common sense and it all catches up. I think the examples that we've been seeing a lot lately in the news with all of these cameras and all of these abilities to track people let you know, don't do no stupid shit. Whether it's spiking a drink or taking a drink, whatever you're doing, hey, we're watching. And then all of a sudden, everything will catch up to you.
You personally, you don't have to say their name, but do you know an actor that died because they sold their soul?
Sure. I mean, sure. The person I'm thinking of, it may have happened before we met, so that, you know, when I just see him just kind of splash and go, it's like, oh, but then you see the real-time situations now and you're just like, damn, could they have been avoided? Maybe not. You know, when they feel like they're really in anguish and they're really going through real life, you're going, damn, that sucks, man. But what did you know? Shit, my brother. Shit, what happened to my brother, man? You know,
You did him dirty.
he found success. Yeah, and he found success. He reached the top, the mountaintop at the beginning of his career. He reached the mountaintop. It's like, now what? You know what I mean? When you're up there so early, you know, I don't envy that. Like, I wish I won an Oscar for Baby Boy. That'd have been awesome, right? But how would I have handled that? With a new body and shit? I was already getting flirted with too much. An Oscar too? Oh, nigga, be dead. Ain't no way I would have survived that. Ain't no way. God has a plan. He know. Take your time. Maybe I'll get it when I'm like Morgan Freeman.
Oh, his brother's Cuba Gooding Jr., huh? I guess I can kind of see it. Oh yeah, he in jail, ain't he? He did some crazy shit, I think. Yo, little Bill Cosby or some shit. Sheesh.
Now, you know, you look at the stories and the lessons and that have happened to the ones before us, and you hope to try to say, well, let me do better than that. That can't be me. Maybe I won't do this as much or that. I'm sure my brother looks at a couple things he did and was just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that, but not criminal shit. Just bad judgment shit that makes it look bad. Like when he was going through a lot of the stuff, people were saying in the comments, because that's where we live, in the comments. People were like, oh, we already knew he was a wild boy. They didn't say he was guilty. They just said, we just know he's wild. That's how he is. He likes to have fun. He's enjoying himself. He won. Once you win, you're like, I won. It's party time. You know, and then when other little problems come up later, you're like, I probably could handle that better, but I was young. Or the reputation that was around me weren't people that I knew. He's fired more agents than I have. He's had different people handling this and that and third aspects of his life. You know, I think he's solid now with the people he has around him. He had to learn the hard way. But again, I hate speaking about somebody else. I'm not in their skin, so I don't know. But just from the outside looking in, I can learn from the lessons. And a lot of those are, you know, whatever happens with this legal stuff here, you still have people making those decisions, and the people are looking at you and going, oh yeah, but you did this, so why would that happen? One thing definitely leads to another all the time. Consequences.
So we help people start, run, and grow online education businesses.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, man. I'm sure. I'm very, very sure there's people out there doing weirdo shit like that. Yeah, he didn't really say shit though. Ain't nothing new. So, yeah, man. Reactions, man. We gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Episode 3 coming soon. I appreciate y'all for watching. And tap in with me. Lucid on Instagram, LUSAID. My song Talk to God is out right now. Go run that up, man. Especially if you're on some spiritual warfare type shit in your life. You might need to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Holla at your boy. Sir. Should I do one more? Happy 2. I need some uplifted, happy, funny shit or something. I was a little, Bipply Yip Snip. We gonna run this one. Intro, ain't doing no intro, nothing. Do it, huh? Mic drop. All right. All right, we gonna run this one and then it's gonna call it a night. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, man. Welcome to Lou Reacts, Youtubin with Lou, man. Episode 3. Got this, looks like a mic drop from the man's Bipple Yip Snip called 99 Bipple Utes. Official video. All right, let's check this out, man. I think I seen bro on Drewski. Let's see what his bar's talking about.
We ain't going no intro, nut. We going right in on this motherfucker on the follows. Heavy airman games, let's airman game, let's get it. A good smile on your game dang. She try and jiggle on my game dang, but first you got air dang. I fuck with use on my jiggle use. He try and play with the jiggle yangs, gonna catch us some wiggle dangs. I fuck with bangs to my jiggle use. He try and play with the biggle yangs, earns to a jiggle dang. She try and jiggle yang the juggle use. She wanna fuck on the diggle you without sucking on the diggle yang. I said she geeking like a follow you. I'm trying to jiggle on your wiggle dang, earn to the biggle dang. He try and play with my knuckle use. I said load up that jiggle yang, we earning out this wiggle dang.
He's ever earning out this jiggle yang. Ooh. Talking that shit, bruh.
God to the guru rangs, I said fuckle to my guru dangs, I'm chewing smash mickle. Jiggle bickle on you fuckle use, I'm nickels. I eyes to your jiggle you, dime kickles. I fuckle nickel on the fuckle use. I jiggle yang on my jiggle you, she wanna earn on my jiggle juice. I ain't gonna hold you on the gold you, I ain't gonna fickle on the yiggle, on the germs to the jiggles. I ain't gonna fuckle on the girl, I ain't gonna jiggle with the dude, she already know what to do. I jiggle yangs on the guru guys, I'm trying to jiggle with my goon guys on the wiggle bickle dickle.
Wiggle bickle dickle. Ooh. He's like a mix of Twister and 50 Cent.
I ain't gonna fight with yous. I said them bitches on the wiggle, mickle, dance to the dickle, dickle. I gave God to the jiggle, wiggle. I said load up the fuck with you, I'm trying to hit a nut with you. I said load up the fuck with you, I'm trying to hit a nut with you. Ooh. I said load up the fuck with you, I'm trying to hit a nut with you. I said load up the fuck with you, I'm trying to hit a nut with you. I said load up the fuck with you, I'm trying to hit a nut with you.
Yeah, no, that's a great note to end on.
We have got to the
Yes, sir. Man, that was fire. How I ain't never heard of this before. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to run that back off cam, bro. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all messing with me, man. This is Lou Reacts, Youtubin with Lou, episode 3. So 4 on the way, man. Y'all have a good one.